Live from Nigeria, this is True Vision. The headlines: Fire engulfs popular gym center in Abuja. Nigerians lament poor internet connection and high cost of data. Ruga residents say they will not leave until Wike provides alternative accommodation. Hello, I am Marvelous Obonman and welcome to News Roundup. Now let's begin the bulletin this evening from Nigeria's capital, where an unfortunate fire incident occurred at a private gym facility at the 4th Avenue Gwarimpa called Eco Fitness Hub and destroyed property worth millions. Firefighters have been able to curtail the situation, but the facility users and managers are recounting their losses. Stella Kahlo was at the scene and files this report.
A fire has brought down a popular gym house known as the Eco Fitness Hub, located in 4th Avenue in the Gwarimpa Estate in Abuja. The inferno, which started around 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning, destroyed the state-of-the-art building, fitness machines, and personal belongings. The gym's management estimates the damage to be in millions. The incident happened when some people were working out in the gym and noticed that there was a fire coming out from a lounge. They all ran out to save their heads without salvaging anything.
I came out from the gym to get something here. So it was inside the mall I was hearing people saying fire. So I quickly spied through this place. It was when I saw that it was over the gym I came out from that was burned.
It was this morning. It all started like a joke. We were at the gym working out. Then all of a sudden we just heard scream from nowhere that fire burst out from the up roof. So before you know, everybody started rushing outside. But thank God there was no life that was lost.
It's painful because this is one of the best gyms in Abuja. All right, it has almost all the equipment you can think of. I've been to other gyms and this is one of the best, if not the best, in Abuja. So this is millions being wasted here today because we have a system, especially in the fire service, that is slow to response and not. It's just painful.
Just heard that fire. So before we came out, people are rushing outside. So we just try our possible best to move the valuable things that we can move out. That's all.
Eyewitnesses say the response of the fire service to the emergency call was not encouraging as they arrived almost an hour into the incident.
And the fire service did not come on time. They are less than 30 minutes from here. So it shows that the Nigerian fire service is really bad, that the system is bad, because you're supposed to have standby water and standby everything. This is for emergencies. But you're coming over 1 hour later and everything is gone.
The only problem I have is the fire service. They took so much time before they came. Because the moment the fire started, everybody started making phone calls to call the fire service. Because we're all aware that their fire service that is close by. So there would have been enough time for them to have come to our rescue to stop the fire. But they came so late. I'm really disappointed.
In response to this, the Fire Service Acting Director, FCT Command, Controller Adebayo Zakios said the rescue call was not made on time, but they still came as fast as they could. He also noted that while building the gym, the owner did not consider fire safety measures which led to the huge damage. He advised citizens of Nigeria to adhere to the safe building patterns.
It was not discovered on time. That was why the fire service was not contacted on time. But the people around, the neighbors, saw the fire and they called the fire service and we mobilized ourselves. And from the look of the structure, you can see that the structures was made of combustible material. The whole body is padded with combustible material, which can ignite and spread fire within a short period of time. When we are building structures, we must take safety into cognizance. All this padding you are doing with PVC, with foam, with combustible, all these are fuel.
The tragic incident left many in a devastating state, especially the workers and the manager, who recounted the huge loss caused by the inferno. The cause of the fire is yet unknown. and no life was lost as of the time of filling in this report. The FCT Fire Service said it has begun investigations to ascertain the cause of the fire. Stella Carlo reporting for True Vision Online Television.
Nigerians are currently battling an increase in data costs coupled with a slow internet connection. Businesses that rely on internet are expressing frustrations having to also deal with high costs of transportation, staple food and basic necessities. Gebra Atumeyu sampled the opinion of some residents in the FCT.
As of 2023, there were almost 64 million mobile internet users in Nigeria. This figure is projected to grow to 117 million internet users in 2027. Moreover, internet penetration amounted to over 38% of the population in 2022 and is set to reach 48% in 2027. After holding steady for the best part of the last 3 years, mobile internet service providers in Nigeria have started increasing the prices of their data plans, reflecting a general rise in the cost of living in the country that has affected every sector. MTN and Airtel, two of the four main telecommunication service providers, have revised some of their internet data prices upward by at least 10%. Recently, Nigerians have witnessed a slow internet connection coupled with high cost of buying data, and they say it's becoming worrisome.
So far, the internet has been very poor and it has been malfunctioning. I remember we had fiber, but the network just comes like for 2 weeks in a month. We even had to stop paying. We have SpectraNet, we have route. So like most times we have to on and off, reposition. The internet has been very bad. The cost is another headache because it is bad and getting more expensive. If it is bad and okay, if it is good and getting more expensive, you can still understand. But it's bad and it's getting more expensive, which is not a good thing.
Yeah, no, there are days that it's actually most of the time, to be honest, it's actually maybe because I'm using MTN. I don't know about other. Yeah, but MTN in most places, only few times that you see that there will be maybe network will just go like that and there will be no network.
Connectivity of the data, in fact, is too poor for me. The service rendered to me is not always. Anytime I'm using it, the data will just went off. My phone will be searching for data. So for that, they have to improve in order for them to get customer.
That's been bad because recently I even got a TV and it was not even clear. I thought it was the issues from the TV. I never knew it was network. I had to start turning the TV back. I'm just even coming from there now. So that's how bad it has been. I've been struggling with network. That's been very, very bad.
Yes, of course, everything is expensive in this country. Why I'm saying it because sometimes because of lack of the power of data, I won't be able to use the data that I even buy to make use of it because of the poor network.
Those who have internet-dependent jobs and businesses are also not finding it funny as they want the government to intervene.
Well, I think they can do better than this. They should try and check the local places because basically, they just focus on more developed area, forgetting about the small area that has not been developed. So they should try and see to it and see how they can make it more internet. Yeah.
Let the government improve so that we, the masses, can enjoy what we are paying for.
Beyond the high cost of the internet, Nigerians are also battling with the hike in pay TV subscriptions, cost of transportation, and staple foods. The situation is indeed there. I am Gabriel Atume reporting for True Vision Television.
Now, days after the Federal Capital Territory Demolition Squad stormed the Ruga settlement, a slum located at the Abuja city gate, and demolished structures in the area, the settlement now speaks for itself. A tale of devastation, loss, and hopelessness for residents. The occupants appear to have drawn a battle line with the FCT administration, warning that they will not relocate from the nation's capital anytime soon, except they are relocated. Stella Carlo visited the area.
It is a tale of devastation and hopelessness for residents in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. as they recount their losses having witnessed the demolition of illegal makeshift structures known as shanties ordered by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. Here in the Wuye area of the Federal Capital Territory, we spoke to some displaced persons who have witnessed their homes torn down and their future uncertain.
We stay for this environment more than 30 years. So actually, we are living with our family. There are a lot of community, there are a lot of people in this environment. There are a lot of business people in this environment. But we are just living in peacefully without any notice. We find ourselves in critical situation, in calamity. Just is only one day that police come and announcing that they don't want to see us in this environment. So we surprised. We think the thing is just like joking. But the day after, and we saw the joint task force. They pull our areas with a full of cars. They came. They start demolishing our houses, our shops, our mosques, our churches, and we don't have any way to go.
I get my wife. I get my two children. But the wahala too much. Yesterday, I sell my wood, sell my zinc, find transport for them, go to village. I'm an extra person.
It's like it is a war here, you understand? The only difference between wars and this situation is just that war I claim people. But here, you understand, no one is only houses, nothing, you understand?
The minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, had explained that the shanties were demolished because security agencies have identified Ruga as one of the hotspots of criminal elements.
And see, as insecurity, they're everywhere. We don't know who be who.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See train station, the passer. Not so.
Yes, sir.
How you go say make we leave people? One of some of them there from that tree. They had nobody know. If not, I see you, I know you. The other person, I know them.
Residents in the affected area say they have been staying in the community for a very long time and do not constitute security threats as alleged by the FCT minister.
We don't hear about any kidnappings inside us, but they are calling us, we are terrorist people, and people that are doing this thing, we didn't know them seriously.
Sincerely speaking, we are not a terrorist, and we are not together with terrorists.
Those residing in the area with the support from civil society organizations have since staged a protest, calling on President Bola Tinubu to intervene. For these displaced individuals, they are merely trying to salvage whatever that is left from the demolition. They are asking for alternative accommodation.
We didn't get anywhere to go. We didn't get anywhere to live. We are living here, different types of religion, different types of people. We are here.
They beg government, make it find the land where you go stay. Now only the thing where you like with the government.
The question is, where would these over 10,000 people be going to? Would the government provide an alternative accommodation for them? If not, will this compound to the security threats in the FCT? Stella Kale reporting for True Vision Online TV.
Now on the foreign scene, following the declaration of Donald Trump as the 47th President of the United States of America, a lot of African countries have been speaking on what the continent will benefit from his administrations and lessons learned after the election. Ebere Aniebo in this special report sought the opinion of political experts on what the continent can benefit from Trump's emergence. Her report.
At the end of every conquest, a winner must emerge. The United States of America has yet again shown the world the strength of its democracy. Donald Trump of the Republican Party emerged as the 47th President of the United States, defeating Kamala Harris, the Democrat presidential candidate. There were tears shed, a crushing sense of disappointment, and an outpouring of love among Americans as the results were being announced. While some celebrate Trump's emergence,
I'm feeling very hopeful. there's so much support for President Trump, and our country really just needs a new direction.
There are many who believe that he is not fit for the job because of the legal contention surrounding him. But where does that leave the African continent?
I'm not a pro-Trump person. Even though I'm a Christian, I'm not a pro-Trump person because Trump does not represent Christian values in any way. He has been known to be a grifter. He has a history of bankrupting his businesses, of not paying his workers, of being a sexual molester. Even in the period of the elections, he was found guilty of 35 charges by a court. In fact, to the extent that even because of his past practices, he can't even do business in New York. That was why he left New York, which was his former base, and moved to Florida. So, for a convicted person to run for the highest position of authority in a country like America speaks volumes. Because even within America itself, if you are a convict, you've been convicted in the past, there are certain things you cannot do. You cannot do by the laws of America. You cannot. Not to talk of running for the position of what we regard as the most powerful position in the world.
Now, in the case of perhaps people celebrating Trump's victory, perhaps they align with his vision and his personality. You and I know that Trump is a strong personality who believes in what he believes in. Obviously, those who support him from this end aligns with that personality of his. Not necessarily about the Republican, so to speak. The fact is that they align with Trump's personality and what he believes in. Perhaps that's why he enjoys the kind of support from this part of the world.
To better make sense of what Africa stands to gain in the second coming of Trump, we spoke with political and global affair analysts to offer their own perspective.
So if we must learn from these people, we must learn about value consensus, national values, national character, brinksmanship. Democracy is bound to project all sorts of ill emotions, ill feeling, but how we manage it is what makes us democratic. How we manage it is what leads to political maturity.
Though Trump was strong on illegal migration in the lead-up to the polls, many Nigerians are expressing worry because of the huge population of undocumented Nigerians in the U.S.
If you are there illegally, find a way to regularize your document. If you cannot regularize your document, go back to your country, find a legal means to come into the country. And that's the truth. I mean, you protect your borders.
Immediately Trump was announced, the global economy picked up. The U.S. dollar and forex markets gained value. Many have attributed it to his involvement with businessmen like Elon Musk. Kamala Harris has congratulated Trump for his victory and committed herself to the growth and development of America.
The current vice president, that is the Democratic Party contestant, congratulated President Trump some days earlier, I think 3 days before they called the other states, the results of the other states. That's amazing because they know at that particular time, there's no swing and all.
Many will be hoping that Trump will be instrumental in bringing peace and a ceasefire deal for Israel and Hamas, and also a possible truce between Russia and Ukraine to stop the war and genocide. In Abuja for True Vision TV, Ebere Anebo.
That's the size of the bulletin this evening. Before we call it a wrap, a look at the major headlines. We told you that popular eco-fitness hub building located in Gwarimpa, Abuja was razed down due to an inferno. We also told you that several businesses that rely on internet connection are performing poorly because of unstable data connection. Finally, we told you that the Ruga residents that their settlements were demolished have vowed not to leave until FCT Minister provides alternative accommodation. You can connect to us via our social media platforms displayed on the screen. Thanks for investing your time with us. From the production team here in Abuja, we say goodbye. I am Marvelous Oboman. Enjoy the rest of your evening.